This is me. This is how I look in Belgium, in Brussels. Going into Quick, which is basically a blatant ripoff of McDonald's. Same kind of stuff, only you know, you get the Big Mac, but it doesn't have sesame seeds on it, so it's not Big Mac. It's a Quick burger. That is Diet Coke, Coca-Cola Light. Here's part of the house. This is the room I'll be staying in. I'm a guest here. Hold on a sec. This is my view. So you can tell it's very nice. Etc. etc. That was erected in 1954. 58. Well, it was actually 54 and 58. Not a lot of people know that. 1958 World Fair. It's an atom of a
metal.
Right. Some kind of metal. Iron. I'm finally home, ready to enjoy another 4 to 5 hours of jet lag. So we'll see how tonight goes. Hopefully I'll get used to the time change. I'm going fucking crazy because I haven't gotten adjusted yet. Like right now it's like 5 o'clock. Over there it's about 11, so I'm thinking 3 more hours I might fall asleep. We are currently in Amsterdam. Yes, this has been Amsterdam. Yeehaw! Going about 90 in a tunnel. Trying to 90 to 100. 90. Trying to reenact the Princess Di incident, apparently.
No pillars! Ah, damn!
That's weird. I've never seen where the rainbow ends. You could actually see it. Aye, ready to give me pot of gold. This here is the monument for the Battle of Waterloo, which, after having sat through a 20-minute introduction, I still have no idea what it really was about. Bunch of foreign people fighting over something. And we're about to walk up that big fucker and have a cigarette at the top. God damn. That was a bitch of a climb. Let's climb that. Here's a glimpse of what we see up here. It's kind of windy. Well, we're leaving the restaurant, the monument of Waterloo, having learned pretty much nothing about it. Lots of profound questions are left unanswered. Questions like, who were these brave men? What were they fighting over? Territory? some hoe that slept with the enemy, and probably most profound of all, who the fuck mows that and how do they do it? We may never know the answers, but the spectator hopes that one day we will learn the truth. This is the Cathedral of Saint Michel, the saint of
The
protector of Brussels, Saint Michel. Very nice. There's some chick named Michelle. Probably. Welcome to Lifestyles of the Rich and Unworthy. We are here in Belgium in a square of all kinds of nightlife stuff going on. Lots of hot women and cold ice cream. Very interesting things going on here. Give you a little taste. Now this is about 11 o'clock at night. Really nice. Try not to let my ice cream lick get in the way of filming, which it is. That is Saint Michel au Père. We were talking about him earlier, if you were paying attention. All kinds of very interesting architectural things going on here. All kinds of fine women, which for some reason always manage to escape my camera. This is the Gallery of Kings and Queens. One of the first, is it in Europe or in Belgium to have them? In Europe. One of the first galleries in Europe to ever have a glass ceiling to protect the people from weather, I'm assuming. Lots of assumptions here, boys and girls. And much like in early days, they have sales.
Let's go.
Nice little street full of restaurants. Moulin Rouge-esque looking, yet classier, I'm sure. Butcher Street. Very appetizing name for a really nice. Everywhere. Classy, kind of empty.
Now, yeah.
Now. Yes, but it is 12 o'clock, so
Yeah.
it's still pretty good. Better than Lexington, that's for sure. July 14th, 2001. We are currently on the train equivalent of the Concorde, the bullet train, going about 3 billion miles an hour, on our way to London to meet some relatives that I've never met. This guy got drunk on the train and his friends rode on him. It's hilarious. That's good stuff, guys.
We've done it so many times.
Here I am in London. It's absolutely beautiful. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Freaking me out a little bit, but it's cool. All kinds of stuff. I'm catching a tour just on the ride to the house. Drove by the Parliament, Big Ben, all kinds of stuff. So hopefully I'll get a chance to go outside and go on foot, check it all out. We'll shoot some sights, whatever I can get. A place called Leicester Square. It's fucking just insanely packed. I don't think I've ever been any place that's got this many people. And this is not just this area. This is everywhere. This is fucking Disneyland times 10. It's like Vegas or something, man. It's unbelievable. That's right, boys and girls. There's a whole other life out there. Like I said, this place is insane. All walks of life, every creed, every color. You know the spiel. This is it. Fucking Mardi Gras. All right. We're taking the tube back home. This is our descent down towards the tube. This is what they call the subway.
The underground.
The underground. Interesting. Anarchy.
No, we don't need it.
More anarchy.
It's fine. It's not busy at all. Nothing.
This is nothing. Exactly.
Right, we'll wait for the next one.
Okay. We're waiting for the next one. For the next tube. Got a couple of beers, a couple of drinks.
Is this for the folks back home?
Yes, yes.
The folks back home. Hello. In a kind of way. I'm not in the camera though.
Oh. Yeah, I only regret that we didn't get to take a lift down towards the tube.
Ah, well you can do that tomorrow. In fact,
Hopefully.
we can get off the stop early if you really want, just to take a lift.
Great, let's do
Have
that.
a 20-minute walk.
Sounds great. That white building there is supposedly where the fictional character Sherlock Holmes lived. It's now the next day after having recovered from spending a night at the Latino, drinking Beck's beer and whiskey coach. We are now on our way to take a little tour of London. And this is my tour guide. Alright. That was on Baker Street, by the way. City of Westchester. Guy on bagpipes, just hanging out, trying to make some money. Busy bees. Busy bees. People everywhere. Yeah, we were here last night. Coca-Cola action. Very New York-esque with better architecture.
Down there, see the Parliament.
And Nelson,
Nelson's Column.
What is it?
Nelson's Column. Admiral Nelson's Column.
London, baby. Good view of his backside, but absolutely beautiful day. People everywhere, as usual. Pigeons everywhere. They actually have a campaign to kill the pigeons because they're pooping on everything, and it's degrading the statues, or deteriorating the statues. It's great. We're gonna go in for a swim. Quite beautiful. You get a sense of how grandiose everything is. We are at a little monument thing. We're in front of Buckingham Palace. As you can see, the streets are red out of respect for the royalty. That's supposed to simulate a red carpet. Streets are red in the whole area, which is actually shut down to cars right now. That's Buckingham Palace. The flag is up, which means that the Queen is in there right now. And it's quite big. Lots of people here taking pictures like me. We're gonna go look at the famous guards. Okay, the guard is moving. The guard is moving. Busted. Just taking a walk. Looks like he's doing a very royal version of the pee-pee dance. And now he gets to stand there for another 2 hours.
I don't know, an umbrella.
Huh? What happens if it rains? Where's this funny hat? The most boring job ever. Alright, here we are at the Royal Park.
You can see that phone box, couldn't you?
Behind me is the London Eye, the only successful Millennium project that they did over here. We're going to be doing that later. Hanging out in the park, looking at royal swans. Thank you. Okay, so this road right here, that's Westminster Abbey, the famous Westminster Abbey that you've heard on all the TV sitcoms. And that, my friends, is Big Ben. Now, a lot of people don't realize that Big Ben is the bell inside there and not the clock. Very nice. Extremely busy. Let's move on, shall we? Lottie's feet are tired, but the coffee made him wired. The London Eye is there, he went the long way. Yeah, we walked the wrong way. We were supposed to take that bridge there, and we took this one. So, got some walking to do. Here's another view of Parliament. Here's Big Ben again from the other side. We got some tour boats and stuff that we're going to take later. There's a huge canal thing going on. And we've got all kinds of stuff. We're still making our way towards the London Eye over there, which you can't really see because of the trees. But we're going to get a ticket later tonight, and we're going to go all the way up to the top, and you see the whole city. So it's going to be great. I'll need some footage of that. This Ferris wheel is an absolute monstrosity. I mean, it is so huge. And those two little things are holding that whole thing up. Probably got some gears over there too. But, I mean, if you have any idea, I don't think you can tell from this film, but I mean, there's probably about 20 people in each one of those little pills. That is Big Ben ringing. You just got the ass end of 6 o'clock.
Secret Service.
Where?
The clock.
That is the Secret Service building. If you go in there and ask them what the building's for, they'll act like they don't know what you're talking about. It's very secret. We are on the Thames River on a boat, going under lots of bridges and seeing lots of beautiful things, as we've been doing all day. That is Shakespeare's globe. What did he do? This is yeah.
This is where his plays were first performed.
That's where his plays were first performed for Elizabeth the First. That's it. There it is. You've dreamed about it. Bigger than life. That bridge over there is a Millennium Project blunder. Huge disappointment to the people of London because it's a suspension bridge that wobbles so bad when people are walking on it that they had to actually shut it down. So it's a complete failure, and now they're trying to fix it so you can't walk on it at all. It's pretty funny. There's the medieval Tower of London, where a lot of people got their heads chopped off. Pretty nice. And this bridge is
Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge. This is me signing off on the first tape. It's almost at its end. I'll probably catch a few other things, maybe, if there's any space. If not, oh well. You got tape 2 coming up. And it opens up in the middle for the really big boats. Tower Bridge, silhouetted by the sun, by the descending sun. On the ground?
I don't know how they do it. Presumably, actually, that's where.
There's the Tower of London, a better view. Tape number 2.
Thanks very much, folks. Cheers. It is true. Americans do chip in. Okay, people on the balcony, I'm going to come up, be generous, because you know who you are. I'm coming up with my hat, get the pound points up. Just check them out, see what they do.
Here's where they're holding auditions for Tomb Raider 2. Here we are at the Millennium Eye again. It's about 9:30 and we are getting ready to get on. Here we go. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Can't wait to get up top.
The doors are now closing. Please stand clear.
The world, Mom. UK and all its beauty.
Okay.
I guess. Very.
It's really, really something up here. Never seen anything quite like it. Enormous. And that right there, with the pyramid building, that's the tallest building in London. And once again, Parliament from a different angle.
Why it's safe. Build it so people fall out. Yeah, I mean, hey, this glass falls out.
This is an actual sculpture by Salvador Dali.
The girls probably barricaded us.
There's this kind of generic Dali museum that we were going to check out earlier, but it wasn't worth it. It's just a couple of sketches and stuff, and kind of expensive, so screw it. We're going home. We've had a long day. We've earned our sleep, boys and girls. Now that's just bloody wicked, as they would say. Focus, fucker. I don't know why it's not focusing, but there you go.
The smallest sculptures can only be measured in thousandths of an inch or fractions of a millimeter, which is why...
Here we are the next day at the Micro Museum. This guy's phenomenal. His really small stuff I can't even get on film because it's too small. You need a microscope to see.
He slows his heartbeat and his breathing dramatically through meditation. He then sculpts or paints each piece at the center point between heartbeats. Normally, he has no more than 1.5 seconds in which to work. And then he has the added dilemma of deciding in that 1.5 seconds whether the moment is a good or bad one. For if it doesn't feel right, he must pass on to the next heartbeat and try again. His concentration is intense when working like this, and he feels mentally and physically drained at the end of it. He told us that on one occasion, he'd slowed down his whole system to such an extent that he collapsed onto the floor and had to be revived.
This is a needle,
wood, often having to actually carve
actual needle.
He claims that he is the only person on Earth capable of this feat, and you may like to try and consider the stress and dedication involved.
I don't know
in
if
this
you
procedure.
can. There's the eye of the needle.
Or the application of
Absolutely
too much
unbelievable.
And days or even weeks.
And I bet you can't tell, but it's
can be obliterated.
he's got eyes and everything.
Other examples of Willard's work are created from gold, precious gems, sculptor at the early
This one's
age of
called
5 years,
Motorcycle
creating
Race
models
on a lock of hair.
for the other children to play with.
On a
When he was
strand of
14 years
hair.
old, he took up studies in drawing and modeling, and later worked in a religious painting.
There's another pin.
Small art you are viewing is beginning to explore this territory, and in a world of increasing miniaturization, is taking art into the new millennium. Willard Wiggins' indomitable will to create something beautiful out of childhood humiliation and anguish has its man
Another pin.
machine. At the end of the day, man remains the real wonder.
In the eye. There's a button. It's a diamond on top of the button with Marilyn Monroe. of detail on that. Willard Wiggin. This guy does this without the use of a microscope or anything. He does some kind of yoga meditation thing, and he sculpts with surgical tools. And
Welcome to the impossible world of Willard Wiggin.
that's the pin.
What you are about to see will shock, amaze, and confound you. Indeed, many people have been stunned into silence by
That's
the
a grain of
uncanny
sand.
sights they have witnessed here
And
at
that's the
Micro
boat
World.
he carved on a
These
grain of sand.
creations test the faith of the observer, but please be assured that this is no elaborate hoax. Rather, it is an incredible demonstration of what the human heart might, and as if by way of
Another
compensation,
pin.
retreated into his own world. The fascinating micro-world of insects, and in his case, ants in particular. He
Damn.
spent hours studying the behavior of these amazing creatures, often imagining that he was part of their tiny world. He discovered his ability to carve on a micro scale in 1962, when at the age of 5 in order to achieve the
Head of a
total
pin.
control which enables him to produce the smallest man-made objects on Earth. However, as if the pieces you are viewing are not incredible enough, he says that pieces he is currently working on will genuinely shock people.
Bruce Lee.
As Willard himself, along with levels of concentration through meditation, which literally transport him into another dimension, whereby in his mind's eye, he imagines that the tiny piece he is working on is actually a giant sculpture. He now creates these amazing pieces with very fine tools under high-power magnification. This involves the application of pressure with the cutting blade, and given the scale on which he is working, you begin to realize the impossible delicacy and control of hand movement involved in their creation. When carving on this scale, Willard is also fighting the grain of the wood, often having to actually carve through it. Are created from gold, precious gems, droplets of glue, and paint, along with numerous other materials, including eyelashes and fibers. Whilst he is now globally recognized as the most celebrated micro-mentalist of all time, and is literally capable of turning a speck of dust into an incredible work of art,
Unbelievable.
he is now in the world.
There is a strand of hair on top of that needle.
Many of his pieces are so small that a particle of dust landing on one whilst he is creating it can obscure it from view. Also on display are the impossible.
This is the guy that did it. He's amazing. I didn't expect to meet him. I just wanted to see his art. This is really cool.
This is he. This is the genius.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, got it. That's size it down the side. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay, cheers.
Hey, keep it up, man.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice Japanese t-shirt too. Those are built.
This is my friend. Pronounce your name again.
Timo.
Timo.
The very mad Belgian guy with the big
Look at the
knuckles.
size of these. God, these knuckles are ridiculous.
They are.
I'm not fighting you tonight.
I wasn't
Timo.
planning on doing that, man.
And this is my other friend Tristan. I met them on the train, so we decided to come to some obscure pub and drink some beer. Chick is unbelievable. Yikes.
Are you done?
No. I am not done.
That's future
This is like the most I've ran the camera. It's the 18th. We have just arrived in Paris. We're at our hotel room because as soon as we got out of the train, it started raining. We got a hotel room, very lavish, very posh. Top of the line, double room, as you could see. Little Barbie Dreamhouse chair over there in the corner. This is a double bed.
Actually,
Two
two beds.
single beds, basically. But Keep running.
It's so big, you'll bump it all over.
This is the room right here. That's about $150 for the night. So long live Paris. But hopefully the rain will stop, and we're gonna check out the Eiffel Tower and some French chicks or something. I don't know. Here we are on the streets of Grey Paris, checking out the locals. We are at the Notre Dame. Quasimodo is sleeping. We will not be talking to him. And the rain has just finally let up. We will be hoping the rain will not come back, because it, how you say, sucks. The big one. Thank you. This is Pierre and I'm out. Oh, I like her. And she is liking the ducks. The birds here are so domesticated that they eat out of, right out of your hands. No doubt a influence of Quasimodo's, because, you know, you saw the Disney flick. There is the church. Big. Very, very big.
The big squirrel in the middle, that's a main thing in this kinds of fields.
What are you talking about? Where?
The big round thing. Okay. That's a big feature of Gothic cathedrals.
Here we are inside. It's huge, extremely big. We are at, inside the Arc de Triomphe. Just climbed a lot of stairs, so we're a little winded. We are inside. We are about to check out. I was gonna videotape the outside, but it's raining really bad, so hopefully I'll get a chance. Okay, so we are gonna keep going up.
This is Avenue Foch. It's probably the poshiest, most expensive avenue in Paris. One of them, if not the. You've got La Défense there, the big arch.
Where is it?
Right there in front. You see the big Manhattan-style buildings? Right there, the arch thing.
Yeah, you can see the whole city.
And you see how each avenue goes from here. This is like
central.
It's not central on the map or anything, but it's supposed to be like a big thing. And there, the Champs-Élysées, which go on there until the Palais du Louvre.
It's a big Ferris wheel right there.
And then there you have the Sacré-Cœur on your left. There's the little hill there. There we have absolutely to go. It's a really nice neighborhood. And then we'll change. We go to the other side to see the Eiffel Tower and such.
Beautiful. There she is. And that's where we're gonna be hopefully tomorrow. The Eiffel Tower. That's the Eiffel Obelisk, a little lesser known. Here's a mock-up, since we can't really go outside right now. That centerpiece is no longer here. It also used to have this huge statue of a guy and a bunch of, that's his face right there. That's what's left. Used to be right on top of there, but it's not anymore. This is what we walked up, about ready to climb back down. It's quite a ways. if I'd had a heart attack. Get an idea of the enormity of what we've just climbed. Unbelievable. Here's the center inside. Getting closer.
Again, the birds are right here. Can you see anything with the zoom?
Yeah. And over there is a military school.
The military school.
The military school, excuse me.
It's called L'école militaire.
What?
L'école militaire.
Liquor militant. L'école militaire. And kids used to kill themselves over there.
Not only kids, like anybody. If there was a dispute, they would duke it out either with saber or pistol on there.
So in the morning they'd find dead bodies and pretty obnoxious.
And those were like future important people, like lawyers and judges and whatever. Okay. See, it's not that big.
Here's me wearing the Eiffel Tower as a hat. Here we are at one of the legs of the Eiffel Tower. Enormous. Here we are at Cafe 66 after having walked all day in the rain. Very tired. My tootsies are pulsating with pain. We're about to have Tex-Mex, some fajitas or something. Pretty good stuff. Oh yeah. It's the second day in Paris. Still kind of poopy out. But we are on the second level of the Eiffel Tower right now, getting ready to ride the elevator to the third level. There's the Arc de Triomphe, where we were last night. Yeah, I know. I'm a genius at languages.
I wouldn't go that far.
Shut up. And here's some of the sights. Really windy, really cold and poopy, kind of drizzly. Hoping it'll get better. We decided to stay one more night in France. So we're gonna wait in this long ass line for about 4 hours and then hopefully get to the top before they decide it's too windy and make us come back down and close. Here we are at the very top of the Eiffel Tower. It's overcast because we are in the clouds. Getting rained on, trying to keep the camera dry. There's the school that we were looking at from Tour de Triomphe. There's the inside. It's beautiful up here. Absolutely brilliant. That's where Napoleon's ashes are buried. That is the original Statue of Liberty. Ours is a copy, and the same guy that made the Eiffel Tower, made the Statue of Liberty. Imported it, made it here, imported it to America. And that's the original right there. That's the, I believe that's the backside, actually. We should go check that out.
We should.
There's the miniature original Statue of Liberty. The only way you're climbing up there is if you're going for a piggyback ride, because it's pretty damn small compared to the one at home. Just to see. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Same face and everything.
Anything with the sun in your eyes?
I just want to film the sun.
Yes.
That is the first sunshine we've seen all day, pretty much.
No, there was one brief moment.
Right. It was just a teasing moment, after which it rained. We are about to catch that boat right there. Have a very nice dinner, hopefully. Get a little, hopefully being the operative word.
You didn't film the hot dog.
Ah, I should have filmed the hot. We had some horrible hot dogs. So yeah, it was something. We're about to eat some dinner on that boat that I just showed earlier, and hopefully it'll be pretty cool. We get a little tour of the city, and there's the Eiffel Tower behind that tree.
This is me in front of the Eiffel Tower. Trying to look cool.
This is pretty cool. We are on a little bridge on the River Seine, which goes all through Paris. You can see the little boats. We're going to take one of those boats later. We're actually now on the little boat on the Seine. So you can see the quays and the cars going by. It's going to get dark pretty soon, and Vlad is gone. Left his beer, so he's not gone for long. He's gone to get something to eat, so maybe he'll film the buffet a little later if he's around there somewhere.
We're on the river right now. Just ate some buffet stuff. It was really good. It's about 9 o'clock. Really extremely nice out here. Kind of really neat building. Not sure what it is, but it looks cool. And over there, that's a huge.
You have to see, it's like there are 4 towers like that.
Huge library.
And the towers are connected on the ground by another building. It's just one building between those towers.
Huh.
So it's something really big. 25, 30.
4 buildings, plus a 5th one in the middle. One of the biggest libraries in the world. Has a lot of the original manuscripts for a ton of books, some of which are too fragile to be touched by human hands. Sunset.
Okay, I'm going inside.
We're definitely.
Okay, come up here. Come up here, Lisa. Lisa, I brought one with
And we conclude our tour with a look, a final look at the original Statue of Liberty. With the Eiffel Tower in the background. That's right, it's not a fraud. Ending our day, going back to the hotel and seeing a movie. Yeah. And we're gonna catch the tube and get some Z's. We've seen the Eiffel Tower from every angle imaginable. And tomorrow we're gonna go see the
Louvre.
that, and then we're gonna go back to Belgium, to Brussels. The third day of Paris, sun finally came out, and we're leaving in a couple of hours. I had to come visit Jim Morrison's grave. We are at the Père Lachaise, did I say it right? Yeah. Cemetery, and we are on our way to see Jimmy Boy, Jim Morrison's gravesite. He died at 27. I guess they removed the head that was right there because it was getting graffitied really bad. They now have a security guard on standby. Tons of people here. I mean, the place is relatively empty, and there's about 15 people around me. Should have brought some whiskey, didn't even think of it. But at least in spirit, we'll have a toast. This obelisk was brought back by Napoleon from Egypt when he conquered Egypt. It was stolen, or taken rather, whatever, from the Valley of the Kings, and it's one of two that marked the entrance to King Ramses' tomb. What? We are at the Louvre, which is a giant museum with a big, fat, gaudy glass pyramid in the middle. It's supposed to contrast the old and the new, but it's just gaudy. So, we're gonna go check it out. Here we are in front of the Louvre, and there's a long-ass line that we don't want to wait in. So, we will bid it adieu and move on to the next thing. We're currently in Krafthausen, Germany, and we are following the car in front of us, going to Cologne, which is another place in Germany, and hanging out for the day. Tomorrow I am flying home. Boo. We are in Düren, in front of a big, huge cathedral. It's being remodeled. This cat's doing some kind of live theater. All kinds of weird things going on. We got a bunch of skaters in the background. Not doing too good. Very nice. I think we're gonna go get our grub on. We are now inside the Cathedral of Cologne. Everything in Europe is huge and belittling to the people visiting it. This here church was around before America was even discovered. I know it's in bad taste to check out chicks when you're in church, but what are you gonna do? It appears to be some sort of bell. Or the bells of the cathedral. Hopefully not currently in operable condition. Otherwise we're screwed. We're at the top of the cathedral, looking down on the German people. Much like God might from up here. We are at a restaurant called Flu, and we've imbibed a couple of beers, and we've had a hog leg. We're hanging out with a couple of buds, and we had a good time talking about Burn Project, which basically had me rolling my eyes in the back of my head. We are at the airport, very tired. We packed late, and I know my hair looks like poop, but I guess this is it. The 2 weeks are up. I'm ready to catch a really long, boring flight. Hopefully we'll have some good grub and a good movie, and I've been your host. Hopefully the video hasn't been too boring. I had a great time, and
thanks for watching the world's most outrageous videos in Europe.
Right. Not quite outrageous enough. We met no chicks, and all the hotties were not of legal age.